Hey guys, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Resident Evil 2, the original. In the last episode, I told you guys I would be showing you how to appreciate some fine art. So let's go ahead and make our way to those statues. Finally get to use our red jewels that we got earlier in the game. And I think the topic for today is just going to be Leon Kennedy himself. I mean, he's kind of taken the world by storm in the Resident Evil sphere. He's everyone's favorite character, I'm sure. He's on here right here. Yep. But yeah, I've always been very curious, like when it comes to Resident Evil, especially Resident Evil 2, if Leon was always supposed to be such a fan favorite character off rip. I mean, obviously, people were supposed to like him, but I mean, did they ever imagine this guy right here? This guy taking the gaming world by storm to the point where people are like, oh, I'm buying this new Resident Evil game just for him. You gotta imagine, in their minds, they're like, oh, this is gonna be the guy that they're like, oh, why am I not playing as Chris? Why am I not playing as Jill? Playing as this goofball. Because look at that. Look at his little 90s haircut. Look at that. Looking like he's at a Boy Meets World. But no, I think Leon is a lot of people's favorite Resident Evil character. And for better or for worse, there's kind of a... I've heard some people say overuse factor with Leon. Because we've seen him so much. This is the art we're appreciating, by the way. Look at that. Awesome statues. Kind of Centurion. Kind of chiseled Adonis. But I've heard the argument because we've seen Leon so much, especially recently, with Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4 remake. King. A lot of people are like, had enough. For that, I say he is kind of the poster boy of the series now. And in 1998, I hardly imagined that was their goal. To create a guy that's more popular than Jill and Chris. But, I mean, that's what happened. I do feel like, though, it had to have been Resident Evil 4, right? You don't get a whole lot of Leon in this game. I mean, you do, but you don't at the same time. Like, to the extent of the Resident Evil 2 remake, how he's almost like... I don't know. You see that bit of Resident Evil 4 in Resident Evil 2 Remake Leon, and I don't think you really feel that in this guy. Granted, it's a PS1 game. They couldn't do as much with the character because he can't talk outside of cutscenes. He's never like, what the fuck? Fuck. But I always think that's interesting that, like, this guy became the icon that he did. And I understand why. I mean, as you'll see later in this Let's Play too, there is a lot to like about Leon. He's a very earnest guy. I mean, he wants to become a cop because he hears about the murders in Raccoon City, and he's like, oh, I want to investigate that. So he's a goofball, even in his first appearance, in some ways. As I said in the first episode, he's actually late to his first day on the job because his girlfriend broke up with him, and he gets really hammered the night prior. So the only reason he didn't get fucked up in like the initial Raccoon City stuff is because, obviously, he was drunk. He was hungover. Poor bastard. His girlfriend broke up with him. She was like, you look like Sean from Boy Meets World. That stupid haircut. And after that, Leon never had a bad haircut in any Resident Evil game again. Fuck! So if you really think about it, she saved his life, kind of, by breaking up with him. And if you think about it even further, Leon's bad haircut in Resident Evil 2 saved his life. But, you know, I've seen a lot of people say Leon has golden retriever energy. And this Leon, I guess not so much, because there's not a whole lot here. You get the story beats, you know, he's a good guy, he's an earnest guy. He wants to be a cop for all the right reasons. Like investigating creepy murders. This story, I wonder. A million of them. That's what's in this story. Crawl at me. Oh. That is unfortunate. There's nothing I can do there. There is nothing I can do there. I was stuck between the screen transitions. Oh man. Come on, asshole. For that trick from episode 1? We came back. We get more film! We did all that just for film? No. We'll get more out of it. But, yeah, you know, Leon is a very earnest guy when it comes to wanting to be a cop for all the right reasons, I think. I know there's an entire manhwa about it. Where it's like, oh, yeah. Weird Resident Evil 2 manhwa where it's like, oh, his dad was like a cop. He wants to follow in his footsteps. And I'm like, that's a little fanficky for me. I'm pretty sure he just thought the idea of being involved in something like this was cool. Oh, to help people. And also, be involved. 21, he doesn't know better. Green herb. Does this room look familiar to anyone else? Like, perhaps said goodbye to a certain friend in there. Oh, Marvin? Marvin! Hold on, Marvin. I'll get to you in a minute. I want these handgun bullets. I don't want to read this note for me. Memo to Leon. To Leon S. Kennedy, congratulations on your assignment to the Raccoon City Police Department. We all look forward to having you as part of the team and promise to take care of you. All the RP. Nice. They've been taking great care of me by giving me the chomp every time I see him. I really want to show you guys this little set piece here, though. Really cute. So they have like this little party area. Yeah, they like this little party area. All these party hats. I think those are gag glasses right there. And if I show you from this angle, like a little welcome to Leon thing. It's just really cute. But in terms of having bad first days, this is about as bad as it could go, right? Hello, Marvin. You good? I need the heart. I'm sorry to leave you like this. However, I don't have the ammo to deal with you right now, Marvin. And that's a pretty big deal to him, honestly, in the remake. Killing Marvin. Of course, Marvin in the remake does a lot more. And this one, he's just kind of like threatens to shoot you if you don't go. and he turns into a zombie and mysteriously gets up and unlocks the door. But yeah, I mean, Marvin in the remake does a lot more, and it really affects Leon. You know, he's the kind of guy that wants to save everyone, even if that's not necessarily possible. And it's a super, I guess, sage thing, right? It's like, oh, he wants to save everyone. What a, like, wow, sage character. But I think a lot of Resident Evil 2 Leon's charm is innocent, right? His ability to trust, and as we'll see later when we get to like the Ada segments, this ability to trust is his biggest strength, but also one of his biggest downfalls. And I think a lot of guys can relate with that. A lot of girls can relate with that too. I'm not saying Leon is a character just for the guys, but I know, like, I primarily hang out with dudes, and a lot of them are all like, Leon's awesome. And, like, of course, come Resident Evil 4, he's cocky and he's really funny, and he kicks a bunch of ass. But to get to that, I mean, at its core, for Leon is that guy. Leon is, you know, more akin to... I'm not gonna say like innocent, but I will say he's naive, you know, to how things work, how the world works, and he's super trusting because he wants to believe the best in everyone. You guys want to get jump scared? All right, I'm warning you guys. Jump scare. Scary shit, man. But yeah, Leon's the kind of guy who wants to believe the best in everyone, even if people haven't given him any reason to trust in their initial, you know, meetings. He does have that kind of savior complex of like, oh, I want to save people. I want to do right by people. And that's why, you know, I've seen some people make the argument like he's such a different character in Resident Evil 1 and 2. Or, not 1 and 2, 1 and 4. And I think a lot of that is just because, well, yeah, he goes through some crazy shit. But I think most of the big changes in Leon's life come from people he lost or failed to save. Such as Ada, or, you know, Marvin, or, I mean, really, in the remake, you got Kendo, too. I mean, and this is when he kind of just is like, oh, shit, poor Kendo, and takes a shotgun. But that's another death that really affects Leon. That doesn't even get into all the stuff he does prior to Resident Evil 4. Like, basically becoming pawn of the US government, or like doing their bidding, I guess. Beat this room without taking any hits last time. Again. I damn sure can. I am so fucking coded. It's not even fair. It's not even fair. And come Resident Evil 4, he is cocky, especially the original Resident Evil 4. God, he's like basically an anime character with how cocky he is. It's great, don't get me wrong. I love that Leon. That's my Leon. But that all stems from how he is in this game, you know? The innocent, well-meaning cop who is late on his first day because he decided to shut it up and get broken up with. Maybe because of his hair, or not because of his hair. Who knows? Trust me, that's better in the long run that we do it here, in my opinion. Give them shotgun shit. In Resident Evil 4, he's a cocky badass guy, shouting one-liners and all that stuff. And I don't hate that Leon, like I said, that's my Leon. But I feel like there's a lot more sincerity to this Leon. dogs. I hate these fucking dogs. I hate them. I hate them so goddamn much because they are so annoying. And they will just stunlock the shit out of you. So whatever you do, when you play Resident Evil 4, or Resident Evil 2, fuck those dogs. Oh, we're at a puzzle here. I also noticed a lot of people defend him, right, Leon, like he's kind of a dummy. And I do think that's a little cute. It's like, look at that. First try, what the hell? We're goated. He's like really good at puzzles and stuff. Game. Oh, people are like, oh yeah, he's like naive. Yes, take that map. He's naive. He's a dummy. But I do think Leon's a very deep character in the fact that, like, a lot of his change comes from the environments he's in, like the people he's around, and honestly, the people he. Fuck these dogs, fuck these dogs. And speaking of some of the people Leon meets throughout his journey, I think we're about to meet one right now.
Sorry about that. When I saw the uniform, I thought you were another zombie.
Who are you?
Ada Wong.
And what are you doing here?
I'm looking for some guy named Ben. He's one of those reporter types, always looking for a scoop. I heard he was locked up in the cell block, only there's a wrecked car barring the entrance. I've been trying to find another way inside. If we work together, we can move this thing. Give me a hand here, will you?
Ada Wong, probably the most important character Leon meets in all of the Resident Evil games. There we go. Yeah, so especially in the remake, they do a really good job of showing how she's a lot more no nonsense logic business. Leon's more like, oh, we need to help everyone, we need to save everyone. He's more like, we can't save everyone, Leon. That's just not in the cards.
Ada, wait!
The famous line, he says it. Ada, wait! Let me see I have so much junk in my inventory. Still alive. I hate these dogs. I hate these dogs. I hate these fucking dogs so much. And I can't pick this up because I don't have any inventory slots. Wow. But like, Leon and Ada are a very complicated relationship. I need Conserve my ammo, dude. I'm like going through everything I got. Very complicated set of characters because they are so opposite of one another. Where Leon wants to be, you know, able to save everyone, Ada knows not possible. And it really comes to a head in Resident Evil 2, kind of that difference between them. As we'll get to later. For now, I do believe we're about to meet Ben. Bro, Benji! Oh, Benji! What up, Benji?
Let me guess. You must be Ben, right? Get up.
I love that
now.
What do you want? I'm trying to sleep here.
Is this the guy?
Ben, you told the city officials that you knew something about what's been going on, didn't you? What did you tell them?
And who the heck are you?
I'm trying to find my boyfriend. His name's John. He was working for a branch office of Umbrella based in Chicago, but he suddenly disappeared 6 months ago. I heard a rumor that he's here in the city.
I don't know anything. And even if I did, why would I want to tell you?
Okay, I say we leave him in there. Does anyone know where they put the key to this cell?
I have it right here, officer. But I'm not about to leave this cell. Those zombies aren't the only things crawling around out there.
What was that?
Like I said, I'm not leaving this cell. Get out of here before you lead it right to me.
Hey, I'm not going anywhere. I'm the only cop left alive in this building.
What?
Look, if you want to live, then you're gonna have to leave with me.
But do you even know how to get out of the city? There's a kennel in the back of the building. Inside the kennel is a manhole. Go through and it'll lead you to the sewer entrance, but it won't be easy.
All right, I'm going.
We're all going. So, you must be Ben. I love that one. That's a great scene for Leon, though. I mean, like I said, he doesn't get as much as he does in the remake in terms of personality, but that is a great scene for Leon. The whole, I'm the only cop left alive in this place. You know, it's... You kind of get that sense of, like, yeah, he's a little forceful here, but he wants to protect and serve. Even if that means hanging out with Ben. Fucking Ben. Wait. I know there are herbs right there. I gotta use this manhole remover. And I really don't want to backtrack right now. Got all those stupid dogs, because if not, get fucking 2P. Gotta go grab that herb. Actually, I'm gonna find a box for it. Hello, spider. You have arachnophobia, this part's hell for you. Luckily, they're really easy to avoid. They're so big and kind of janky, you can just run right past them. Finally. Oh my god. I've needed this. I've needed this. Brook plug. It's spray. also going to put this up. I don't need a blue herb right now because I am not poisoned. But it will come in handy. Do I save? Do I save? Let's not save. Let's keep it going. Keep this party rocking for a little bit. Septic. It's about to get septic. So, this area is one of my favorite areas in the whole game because it's really, like, nasty. Really nasty to be in. And I don't know, I've never been in a sewer, but I imagine it feels like this. I can't imagine the stench in this place. Smells like shit.
Ada?
Ada?
I don't think I've introduced myself yet. My name's Leon. I'm with the RPD. It's a dead end.
You think we can get upstairs through this shaft? Give me a boost. I'll go and check.
Now we're playing as Ada. Ada Wong. If Leon's my favorite character in the series, Ada's definitely my second favorite. Where he is, she normally follows. Like his red shadow. Yep, you heard it. There's dogs here. Hate those fucking dogs. But yeah, as I said earlier, they're kind of tied to one another. Even in this game, they're conflicting color schemes. He's blue, she's red. I mean, that's like Vince Gilligan color theory for dummies, but it is a neat little contrast that really fits their personalities. In this game, Ada's such a mystery. Even when you first meet her, you're like, okay, so working for the FBI, and he has that sick-ass coat in the remake. Dodging dogs and shit, because, you know. That's the Arkham Asylum logo, by the way. I wanted to show you guys the Arkham logo. But yeah, so this is the first time you play as her in the series, and I've always liked that Ada has like this air of mystery around her. You never know if you can trust her. Of course, Leon does, immediately. But you, the player, kind of have your, like, doubts, like, well, I don't know about all this. But again, Leon being the kind gentleman he is, thinks nothing of it. I think he's just more upset she says she has a boyfriend. John. Fun fact, his computer's in the original Resident Evil. And her name is the password. Push it. Ada, push it. Ada, push it. Wait. Seriously telling me it's one too far? I think it was one too far, and that's why it wasn't moving. But, you know, for all of her appearances, I feel like the more we see Ada, the more questions we have about Ada. And it's really interesting how that works out. Oh my god, did I fuck this puzzle up? Yeah, because it's like a centimeter too... Ah. Oh, I hate how precise, like pixel precise, Resident Evil 2 is. I gotta leave this room and try it again. I fucked up by having it a pixel too far. But yeah, Ada, I feel like the more we see her, the more questions we get. Whose side is she even on? She kind of plays all sides, but at the end of the day, she'll always pick whichever one benefits Ada the most, right? Maybe not exactly, because she'll also make sure to go out of her way to protect Leon. It's a shared bond they have, and I think she genuinely does like how naive he is. Granted, it works out in her favor all the time. I mean, Leon will never shoot Ada, like kill Ada. If he did all that, well, not his character. Not his character. Oh my god. Like, brain farting out right now. This should be enough. Line it up. See, I thought it was enough last time, but clearly it wasn't. No. But we didn't fuck ourselves over, so that's fine. This should be good. Unless it catches itself again on that one little part. Might. Basically, you have the most paranoid woman in the world, most trusting man in the world, and it makes for a really cute dynamic. I don't know. I've always loved Leon and Ada, and I do think they're probably a lot of people's favorite dynamic in the series. And I'm super excited to see what they'll do on Resident Evil 9. Because, I mean, you got Leon. We know Ada's going to be there somehow. There's no way she's not. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Still? Alright. Alright. I forget how finicky everything is. Emio. Okay, so I finally got the puzzle in, trust me, the very next try, because I remembered, like, oh yeah, it's just as simple as pushing in last one first. What a crazy brain teaser. See, it's a good thing you get to play as Leon and Ada, and not me, because I would have been fucked there. Granted, I also live in a world where you can pull and not just push. So maybe that's why it's not such a big deal for me. Anyways, time to get back to dodging some fucking dogs. We haven't gotten hit yet by a dog. Yep. Dodge. Dodge. Ugh! There we go. Easy, 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 easy. See, they're easy to avoid when you have space to move, but when you don't, you're fucked.
Leon, can you hear me?
Ada, did you find anything?
Right here. Think fast. Here's one more.
Damn!
Hey, I can't reach the ventilation hole. I'm going to have to find another way around. I'll catch up with you later.
What? Ada, wait!
The infamous line makes a reappearance. Ada, wait. Will she ever? But also, think on this for a second. She has an arm on her. She has a cannon of an arm to be able to fit that shotgun shell box through that hole and have it end up like right here. That is a fucking arm. Ada be playing football, not being in the FBI or whatever the hell it is. But with that in mind, we have the club key. And I think the next episode we'll be able to finally finish up our key adventures here. As always, I am Crimson Candy. It was fun playing for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed my little character study on Leon. I know I kind of yapped a lot about it, but it's kind of something I want to hear. Or I want to hear from you guys about, like, in your opinions, what is your favorite variant of Leon? The more naive Resident Evil 2 Leon? The more cocky, funny, silly Resident Evil 4 Leon? Or the grizzled veteran Resident Evil 6 Leon? Mr. Too Edgy for me. If you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe. Obviously, I want to hear what you guys think in the comments. And yeah, Crimson Candy, signing out. Peace.